Hey guys, what's up? It's me today. I don't really feel like playing video games today. I don't know, I'm just not feeling that well, so I guess I might as well just talk to you guys. Another vlog, I guess. So I guess I don't really have anything to talk about, so I guess I'll just tell you 3 stories off the top of my head from my life. You know, it's boring. It's not like the only things I can get out of it. So let me think. The first story. This happened I think like a month ago. I was at school and I was in biology and we were doing like a group project or whatever. And my project, we were just doing our thing, you know, just doing our work and stuff. And there was this group right next to us. It was a guy and like 2 girls. Well, this is the kind of guy that you know, he thinks he's like a thug, you know, that kind of guy, like always likes to sag his pants and stuff. You know, let me go on like a little rant. Why do people sag their pants? I mean, like, I have nothing against you. It's your clothes. You can do whatever you want with it, but I mean, like, why? Why do you do it? I'm pretty sure this guy would take any chance he could to impress these girls. So, one of my group members, he like scoots back and accidentally bumps into his chair, and then Thug, I'm just gonna refer to him as Thug. Thug gets a bit like irritated or whatever, and he shoves his chair and he's like, "Man, don't freaking do that." And I'll just call him Eric. He's just like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And then Thug, he's just trying to act tough and stuff, like making himself bigger. And he's like, "You better watch what you're doing before I beat you up." And I was like, "Oh my god!" But Eric, he's like, "Shut up." Eric, he decides, like, I don't care, because he's not the brightest, but he's still a pretty cool kid. He's like, "Shut up, stop talking." Me and one of the other group members, like, we just stare at each other like, "Oh my god." And then he's like, and then Thug, he's like, "You better stop talking." And he's like, and Eric, he's just like, he does not care at all. He's just like, "Shut up, I don't care," or whatever. And it's just like, this guy Thug was fake. He was just trying to like impress these girls, and and it was awesome. Like, Eric just like took him down. He just shut him down, and it was awesome. And I was like, that was cool. And he was like, "Yeah, whatever." Eric's a pretty cool guy. I'm just gonna say. Okay, second story. This happened like 5 or 6 years ago. I can't exactly remember, but me and my little brother were with our dad, and this was when he was going to college, so we're just hanging out and stuff. And Dad's like, he's like, "I'm bored. Do you guys want to do something?" And we're like, "Okay, sure." So he takes us to his college library, and he goes on the computer and he searches up haunted houses in Indiana. And let me just say this right now. It was probably, I think it was like March. Yeah, it was March. And he searches up haunted houses in Indiana, and we get like a bunch of results of like haunted houses, and he's like, "Okay, let's go." So he takes us and he drives us out to like the countryside, and like, we never find this house, and we would just like end up getting stuck in the countryside. At the time, I was like, "Oh yay, a haunted house," and I was thinking like this was the kind of haunted house that you go like during the Halloween season. Like, you go there, you give him like a can of like peaches or something so you can get in. But no, we're talking about like haunted houses, like paranormal activity houses. But luckily we didn't find it, so nothing happened. All jokes aside, it was still a pretty fun experience. I'm not meaning to like insult my dad or anything, because he's awesome. It's just like, haunted houses are scary. So, next story. I used to go to this school. It was the kind of school that had a lot of country folk. I'm just gonna put it like that. But there used to be this one kid. I'll just refer to him as Jamie. So Jamie wasn't very popular, but he thought he was. And anyways, so Jamie was he was from the countryside. He was a country person. So he would always wear all camo, talked like that, and he was kind of a boisterous person. He was very rude to some people. And when I first went there, I went to the school like the first day of the second semester, because I was in a different school the first semester. So when I first got there, Jamie was the first person I talked to. Because when at first he didn't look like the kind of kid he actually was. He looked like a bit of a, quiet kid, kept to himself and stuff, but he wasn't. He was kind of a brat. So I talked to him, and I accidentally become friends with him. So I become friends with this kid, and we go throughout like the second semester and things like that, and I treat him like a friend, but like all this time I'm like, I don't want to be friends with this kid. Jamie, he's a bit of a tough guy, he likes to show off and stuff. Well, one day we're in gym, and we just do our daily activities and stuff, and then we go back to the locker room and get our stuff done. And Jamie, I guess like one of the other kids like accidentally walks into him, and Jamie just like goes off. And let me just clarify this. Jamie was about 5 feet tall, like 4'9" to 5 feet tall. So he was kind of short. So he goes off on this kid who is a lot taller than him, and let's just say it doesn't end well. They get into a bit of a tussle. Jamie loses. They both end up in the office, and they're both like kicked out of the school. And I'm like, I was wondering when that was gonna happen. I don't mean to be mean or anything, but he kind of had it coming with the way he acted and his behavior and stuff. He kind of deserved it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed those stories from my life. If you enjoy, there's more where that came from. But I want to ask you a question. I've been thinking about this a bit, and I kind of want to start using an outro song. And I found one that's I think it's very awesome, and it would work well as an outro song. So I'm going to put that at the end of the video, which is right now, and I want to see how you guys think of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, then leave a like and consider subscribing. And if you can, please share me, because that would be awesome. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.